In our previous report, we talked about France's new laws on overtime, how tax breaks and social security expenses were going to be cut down for any overtime, but also the fact that employees could not choose to work extra hours if they wanted to. Since President Sarkozy got elected, negotiations between unions and the government have been very different. Emmanuel Mermet from CFDT Union in Paris gives us his view on the situation.
We would have liked that we were consulted before the law can be passed, and we would have liked also that it is followed by bargained agreement in the companies on how to implement this new regulation. Because the main concern we have is that following the reduction of working time, which was passed in 1998, which made the reduction of working time from 39 to 35 hours a week, we decided in many companies, many big companies, to have what we can call modulation agreement, which is a flexibility of working time around this 35 hours, which can be an average. It means that workers can work from 28 to 40 hours a week according to the activity in the company, and without any surplus of payment. It's a reward to the company for having made this reduction of working time. And this law makes a break in this kind of agreement, and this is why we are very concerned, because these agreements have been negotiated by the unions with the workers and the employers, and now this law breaches this kind of agreement. And we would like that in the future we are really sure that unions are consulted. President Sarkozy was elected in May this year, and the law was passed in July, so it's a very short time. There were no negotiations because the government said we were elected on this idea, so we passed the idea to the parliament directly without any negotiations. It was the same situation for all the other measures which were taken, like a huge amount of reduction of income tax, which will be passed during the summer, and many other plans are made like that. And we are very concerned about the fact that this government is clearly trying to push up the agenda so that the unions have no time to react and are not consulted at all. People are in a situation where they are very concerned about employment, about purchasing power, and they fear to lose their jobs at the moment in France. Although the labor market is getting better, the people are still have lots of fear regarding their jobs, and so we don't think that it can create huge protests or huge demonstrations. We prefer here in this union, CFDT, to try to engage discussions with the government and with President Sarkozy to explain him how it's important to develop negotiations in this country, because we think there is too little negotiations, and this is always the message that we want to pass before trying to say we will protest and we will make 1 million people in the streets, which will be difficult, we think.